Hello, it's me, RxCodes. I'm a human, as you all know, and in this video, I will show you how to make a simple climbing system in hyperPad. You can see this feature being prevalent in many popular games. Getting Over It, Uncharted 4, Terraria, and let's take inspiration from Minecraft.
I love Minecraft.
Alright, let's start. Whoa, hold on, do you see this yellow circle? Yeah. It means I'm on the beta! If you would like to participate in the beta, download the app called Test Flight. Once you have downloaded the app, the link to access the hyperPad beta will be in the description.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Moving on, I'll just create a new project. Of course, you can just implement the climbing system in an existing project. No need to make a new one. My setup will contain a player object, a ground object, and a wall that my player will need to climb, in addition to a joystick and a jump button for the GUI. I will also put a tree at the end so the player has the reason to climb over the wall. Okay, that part is optional. All objects currently have no behaviors in them, so we are starting from scratch. Navigating to the player object, I'll simply place a joystick controlled behavior that allows the player to move left and right. I will also place a jump with button behavior that allows the player to jump with a button. Yeah. And there we go. Simple and generic gameplay. Our goal is to have the player be able to climb over the wall. Again, let's take some inspiration from Minecraft. When the player collides with the wall, the player is climbing and has the ability to move up and down the wall. When the player has stopped colliding with the wall, the player is no longer climbing. While the player is climbing, the player cannot move horizontally, but has the option to jump off. Minecraft.
That must have hurt so much.
And the player will only be able to climb along the sides of the wall, not the top or the bottom sides of the wall. Now, with all of these aspects considered, let's start creating our own climbing system. You still cannot sing. Literally, just shut up. I will select a wall object to be climbable and add a tag to it, in which I call climbable. One thing I like about tags is that you can manipulate multiple objects to do the same thing. In this case, multiple walls can be climbable, so feel free to add this tag to multiple wall objects. Next, I will navigate to the player object and start building the climbing mechanism. I made it so when you collide with the tag, the player graphic changes to a climbing sprite, and when the player stops colliding with the tag, it simply reverts back to its original sprite. So far, you should only see visual changes. There's no actual climbing involved. Now on the actual functionality. I have two separate joystick behaviors. One only allows horizontal movement, left and right, while the other one only allows vertical movement, up and down. I'll just rename the behavior so it's easier to keep track of. You can probably see where this is going. Vertical joystick when climbing, and horizontal joystick when not climbing. The joysticks are enabled and disabled by these behaviors. So far, your behavior should look somewhat like this. If you haven't noticed already, there is also a behavior that changes the gravity of the player. There is no gravity when the player is climbing, and there is gravity when the player stops climbing. This allows the player to move up the wall without being counteracted by gravity. Of course, you can mess around with friction, air resistance, and some other aspects, but I won't do that here just to keep it simple. And boom, your player can climb up the wall! However, we are missing one thing. How do you stop climbing while on the wall? Now, this is where this value behavior comes along. It tells us if the player is climbing or not. We could use the jump button as a way for the player to jump off or to stop climbing. And we only need this action to occur only while the player is climbing. So I add a conditional that does just that, or an if statement, however you say it. I decided to use repel object as a way to make the player jump off the wall, possibly one of the simplest ways to do it. The object that the player has collided with will propel the player away, so the player is no longer climbing. Of course, there are other ways to achieve this, and that's what I love about programming. And on our scene, we have a fully functional climbing system. Awesome! I decided to make a small demo level just to showcase this mechanism, and it works really well. You can download this demo project, link is in the description, but note that this project was created while I was in the beta, so you might need to sign up for the beta just to access the project yourself. Besides that, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know what tutorial you would like to see next on hyperPad. Goodbye! I will see you guys later.